Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more RPG goodness from Kobold Press. This time it's map tiles, villages, 24 full color map tiles, wet, dry, and permanent markers erase from the tiles. A place to hang your helm. Introduce your players to Hearth and Home with map tiles, villages. These 24 7x7 wet, dry, erase tiles offer a host of cozy village locales for adventures to explore, including well-defined watchtowers, bustling inns, hallowed shrines, temples, and more. The ideal start for a brand new campaign or the perfect last stop before a world-saving quest. Bring the countryside of your game to life with map tiles, villages. Brought to you by Kobold Press. For more information, you can go to koboldpress.com, and these were released in 2023. I picked these up at Levels Up Games in Duluth, Georgia, when I was down in that area. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So as I always say, the dust cover, some people throw them out, but I tend to keep them because I like to know what I purchase, but it's not required to keep. I like to flex them a little bit because first of all, they lay on the ground a little flatter, and the other thing is too, sometimes they stick together when you don't do that. Okay, so let's start it. So there's your first map tile. And these are 7x7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7 up. So there you go. So there's there's your doorway going in. Very, very cool. You got another one here. There's another one. Outside of town, where the well is, a little bit off from the village. So again, what's cool about these tiles is that they have around them, they have the extra footage going around. So if you're walking this way from where the well is, and you're walking towards you can go this way. He's walking towards the house. Do it that way, or you have to walk to the side of the house and still walk around everything. You could do that as well. But you do something like this, matches up perfectly, as you could tell. Matches up perfectly. Sorry, it's a little hard to put it together when you're on a what's it called? When you're on the you're looking at it not on the board, but I'm looking at it through the camera. It varies it just a little bit. There you go, and it goes perfectly. And again, we have some bad guys coming into the area, and they want to start a fight, and they want to come to figure out who's living at this house. So we got a goblin, a warrior, and of course we got a skeleton out here checking things out over here. And then we have the magic user who's telling them what to do all in the back there because he could throw a fireball. Well, our captain's not having it, and he's going to come out the front door like so and say, hey, you better back off. And then to arms comes his compadres. Of course, this guy's in bed over here, and he's trying to stay out of the fight because they're going to protect him. And of course, I'm going to put this guy out back here. So again, why do we use standees? Why do we use painted figures, unpainted figures? Here's an unpainted figure I could throw in here. It's a bad guy. Just throw him back there. Why do we use these figures? Well, it just enhances your gameplay a little bit more. It just shows you where your characters are. And again, they could be unpainted, they could be painted, they could be 20 millimeters, they could be 28 millimeters. It could be just regular game board pieces. It doesn't have to be squares. It could be a circle base, which is 28 millimeter. It could be a hex grid, which is fine too. No issues. It's all what you have handy. Now again, let's just say you don't have a guy here like this, the guy who doesn't have a base on it. You don't have a token from or a pawn from a board game. Let's say you don't have standees from Starfinder and from Pathfinder. Let's say you don't have anybody from Hero Quest. Let's say you don't have anybody from Dungeons and Dragons, okay? Or an unpainted miniature that you printed yourself. That's okay. It's easy enough to use these wet dry erase markers by putting your characters out here, your bad guys, you mark them with an X, put them here, 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 and here where they were. And you get your hero, put them out here with a circle, 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 and then you show where your firing arcs are, and then just draw arrows to where you're attacking. It's an easy way to do it. You don't have to have figures to enjoy your game. You just don't have to do it. So that's just an example of what we're talking about here. And again, the figures and the standees and everything I just showed you were for demonstration purposes only. They are not included with the purchase of these map tiles. They're not included. So let's roll on to show you some more of these maps and the parts of the villages. That's cool. Go in there, get yourself a new weapon. Nice place to get in there and get some rest. I can go over here, get some grub. It's like a little farm stand here. Go through the door, go in. Very cool. Again, I did an unboxing for the map tiles, which was for forests. That'd be another perfect one for another clearing in the forest. It's cool. It's great. How to use other things. You can use maps together. Again, the only if there's a complaint that I have on the bottom, it tells you where it's from. Cobalt Plus. Oh, and this came out in 2024, not 2023. I'm sorry about that. One of the things about this that I don't want to say use the word disappointed with, but what I would like to see them do is the same thing like a Pathfinder or a Starfinder do on their map tiles, which is on the bottom there, it'll say like, if it was from the beginner box, it would say BB for beginner's box. And so this way, if I combine these with all the other tiles, I know which one goes with which. And it just makes it, when you're doing cleanup at the end of the day, after a long day of gaming, it just makes it easier to figure out which tiles go with which set that you have. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people may just take these and throw them all together and not make a big deal out of it. But I like to keep them separate so I know exactly what I have. So when I reach on my shelf, I know exactly what I'm reaching for. Because on the spine of these things, it tells you exactly what's on there. Okay, moving it forward. That's cool right there, the outside of the castle where they are. The castle. They're showing the armaments that are on top of it. Very cool. Protecting the outside. Very cool. That looks like a stable or something like that, maybe. Some boxes and stuff inside there. Very cool. Tools, all kinds of stuff. And again, here, got some supplies. Got a thing for grain for animals. Very cool. I was gonna say it's waterway. Yep. Something on a dock. Yep, that's cool. And the great thing about this one, you got a church or temple. Very, very cool. This is cool. This could be, again, if I'm combining this with, so I've done some quite a few unboxings of these map tiles. So we did one for the forest, which had waterway in it. So I could connect this to that waterway, that this is the town where you started. You stayed at the inn or whatever, said your prayers at the church, and then you decide to get into a boat and going down the river. And as you go down the river, you go into the forest. In the center of it, you find the giant opening, and that leads you down to the caves and caverns. So again, 3 map sets, a whole new adventure now comes to life. It's like a pair of legs, right? Is that what that is? Oh, it's a teddy bear. It looks like a teddy bear sitting here. So it's just a pair of legs just sitting there. Oh, it is a cemetery too. Okay. All right. Okay. Again, this is some stables. The double door opening. And here you go. This. Looks like this thing was attacked and pretty beat up. So maybe that's the mystery. See? Just created, you're going on your adventure. There's some areas that were destroyed in a fight the night before. And when you wandered to town as the heroes, they're saying, hey, we got to figure out who attacked us. We don't know who attacked us. We know they left by boat. So there you go. Start your adventure. And that's everything that's included. And this concludes our unboxing of Kobold Press Map Tiles Villages. 24 full color map tiles, wet, dry, and permanent markers erased from the tiles. Again, this was released in 2024 and by Kobold Press. For more information, go to Kobold Press. That's Kobold Press.com. And as always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you'll keep up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.